Yeah, Christmas is coming. It's like 2 weeks away.
Hard to believe. How are you doing with your shopping?
Shopping is pretty much done. I just gotta get a couple things, but I usually do that the week before Christmas.
Oh yeah.
So I take a couple days off, and that's when I do my anything that I haven't done yet. That's when I go out and do my shopping. So yeah.
Yeah, we have in our house we have a tight schedule because my wife works a lot in December.
Right.
Yeah, she puts in it's her busiest month by far. Like I think today she's working like 10 hours.
Oh my God, Christmas parties and everything going on? I'm sure.
Yep. But then she also takes off time off between Christmas and New Year's.
Right.
So everyone's like, "Oh my God, I've got to get in! I got to get in!" So it's insane.
Yeah. Well, it's a curse to be needed.
Yep.
But it's a blessing at the same time. So.
No, for sure. No, it's good. So I think she might actually have 2 days off this month.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. Usually, I think last year, the year before, I think we mentioned this before. She worked like 20 days straight or whatever it was.
Wow.
Yeah. But the month is only halfway through. Those 2 holes she has maybe plugged up. So.
Right.
We'll see.
Oh, there's a couple of spots open, is there?
Yeah.
Ah.
Only a couple of spots.
Right.
Yep. Anyway, we had some interesting topics to talk about.
Yes. We had touched on. We're gonna, I guess, talk about. The new game, Fallout 76.
Yep.
And you had some news on that. And actually, I was reading an article on the same game, but on a different note, I guess. Just on the kind of the game itself.
I'm okay covering that for sure because I've read a few things since I sent that article, kind of before and after that.
Okay.
Just the game in general, there's a lot of interesting tidbits about that game.
Yeah. So like on my end, from what I've read, is at the very beginning when this game came out, it was buggy as crazy. It was crazy. It was.
Yeah.
You can hardly even play it. Apparently, from what I was reading. But apparently now there's a bunch of bugs that have been worked out, and it's an awesome game. Is what I hear. I haven't played.
Okay, so you've actually heard that people are saying it's an awesome game?
I'm sorry?
So you're actually hearing that it is awesome now that the bugs are out, the actual gameplay itself.
Well, it's supposed to be way better. But now they've also included, they're talking about doing the same thing as these other MMORPGs where, you buy the game, but now you can have this in-game currency and stuff, and then they got the online store. Everyone's cashing in on it's like years ago, everyone could get an apartment, but the people who own the apartment complexes figured, why don't we make these into condos? We'll make a shitload of money selling these all out, and then we'll have residual income coming in after that.
So, is this the condo syndrome?
It's the condo syndrome.
So we've condoized the video game.
Yeah. So now, Fallout. I played a couple of the Fallout games. I really love it. It's really good. The 76 one I haven't tried yet. But now they're going into, and I think this is the first one that they've done this format to, unless they have with the other ones. But if they did,
this is the first time they've gone into this format.
Yeah. So now you'll be able to get, buy extra stuff. They don't have mounts and stuff like that, like with the other games, but they'll have, in-game currency and stuff like that you can buy things with that you would probably not either normally not get or take you forever and a day to obtain. But I'm more the player who kind of just plays the first, like just the game. They call it first person, but just play the game on its own, not playing online.
Just the campaign.
Yeah, just the campaign. I'm more of a campaign person when it comes to that. Same with Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, I've got it, and I can go online, and I've tried it, and it's like, yeah, you know what? I prefer what I do. Plus, I use the mods, the GTA 5 mods, which you can't use online, and you get all the cars, you can get unlimited ammo, and the whole gamut of type of thing. And I'm sure this this Fallout version will be the same. Now, you were talking earlier on, and there was those articles that you had sent me, and I don't know if you wanted to talk a little bit about that, of what you had found out at the beginning.
Well, so I've dug up a little bit more history as it relates to that, and a couple of other things as well. This guy just might have caused me to have an accident. No, I didn't have an accident. That's good.
Okay.
So the guy pulls out going 30 in a 100 zone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't do a shoulder check or anything. It could be someone on your ass, but whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, so Bethesda, like they also are the ones that do Skyrim or Elder Scrolls or whatever the heck you want to call it. They're fantasy version of Fallout, I guess.
Yeah.
So those games have been popular for forever, and they've had a million different iterations of it. And I can't remember if it was last year, 2 years ago, they finally released their own. Like it was basically worked the same as Fallout, except it was a fantasy setting. You can craft, you can create armor, you can create potions or scroll. Like there's a whole ton of crazy fun stuff you can do.
Right.
And the world was so expansive, like not uncommon to play 300 or 400 hours of the game.
Right.
And then it's like, oh yeah, I got to do the campaign. Like you could just play in the world and not even play the campaign. It was that. Their games have been that immersive and that fun.
That old sandbox thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. So the one thing they wanted to do was they wanted to have the one. I don't know if people complained or if they just thought, well, how do we take this to the next level? But people complained, hey, I would love to play Elder Scrolls or Skyrim with my friends. Cooperative. Like a D&D campaign. Like when you play Dungeons and Dragons, you rarely play Dungeons and Dragons by yourself.
Right.
You and a group of people.
Right.
And then you're, doing the dungeon together. Like you never do it alone.
Right.
And that's what World of Warcraft did really well, is play with people and do dungeon crawls or whatever. Like you can go do stuff as a group cooperatively.
Right.
But Skyrim or Elder Scrolls, like they never did that, and I think they were waiting until they had it figured out on how to do it right. So finally, they released Elder Scrolls Skyrim or whatever. I can't remember what the current version of the game's called, but I have it. I have most of the expansions, but they finally decided, hey, we can do this now. So the first thing they did out of the gate is they charged a monthly subscription fee.
Right.
So buy the game. I can't remember if the game was offered for free, but then you paid for the monthly or anyway. Basically, they're direct competition to World of Warcraft. Right. We're gonna charge you. I think it was the same monthly fee that WoW charges, but the difference was, and this was always been the complication, is they wanted to have a WoW game, but they wanted to have it for consoles. So they finally found a way to crack it to make it available and make it work. So that was a big deal. Like, oh, we can do this. But they followed the same pricing, was to charge a monthly fee. But on consoles, we already pay a yearly fee to be on Xbox Live or PS, whatever the PlayStation Live is. Exactly. We already pay $60 a year, and now we have to pay a monthly fee.
Yeah, I don't think that would bode very well.
No, it didn't go over very well at all. It hurt them at first. I think the game's doing well now because they've eliminated the monthly fee.
Okay.
But it actually drew into question, I think you and I talked about this probably on an episode or two previously, is how come WoW is charging a monthly fee? Why are you paying, like, what is it, $15 a month for a WoW?
I think it's gone up a bit, and it's usually American prices, so yeah, it's probably about what we're paying Canadian, I guess. So
the issue that kind of came up on our side with the console gamers was, I don't think I'd ever want to play WoW. Like, why would I have to pay a monthly fee to pay a single game? Can't I just buy the game? And that was the complaint. It's like, well, you know, there's a cost to using the servers. You know, there's costs attributed. Like, you have to charge a monthly fee. Like, you have maintenance costs to pay for it. But then we're like, well, when I play a game on my Xbox, I pay Xbox for the servers, like for the use of servers and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
Why do I have to pay essentially what, $15 a month times 12 months? What is that math quickly?
What was that?
What's the math on that? $15 a month times 12 months.
A few bucks.
So basically, I don't know, 4 times to play a game, to play World of Warcraft, it's going to cost me 4 times. I'm sure the math is off.
Okay, but that's fine. That's World of Warcraft. That's the same with like Red Dead Redemption. I've been wanting to play that on PC since the first one came out. It does not. It has not yet come out on PC, and I don't know if it ever will. When it comes to World of Warcraft, which is more PC, well, it's basically just a PC-based game. So that's fine. So just like Red Dead Redemption, you could create a game that just comes from, say, Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. They would have their own version of, say, World of Warcraft, for example, like, you know, Lord of the Rings, the one that Ray plays. I mean, it's downloadable. You don't have to pay for the game. You could actually just play it from whatever. But, I mean, if you want to get ahead, you have to spend some money in the store. So you could do that with the Xbox. They would have their own massive multiplayer that would be just, indigenous to their system, so that anybody on Xbox could play it. Because, I mean, you can't cross-platform at the moment anyway.
Well, you can, but I don't really think it works as well as Xbox would make you believe.
No,
you still have to have a Xbox membership to play with someone on Xbox.
Right.
If you're on your PC like that.
Yeah. See, I don't know how it works with speed-wise, because when it comes to the I don't know, the algorithms or whatever they use for the PC when they're doing this massive multiplayer, I mean, they have, you know, servers galore that they use for this, and I don't know what they use for, if it's the servers or if it's, you know, what portion of it is you're able to get all these people on at the same time. Because right now on the Xbox, don't you have a lot of games that are co-op that you can have more than, say, 4 players?
The standard is the one we play is Star Wars Battlefront. We started playing that one, Battlefront 2.
Right.
And it's 4 to 40 players.
Okay. So so they would have to do their homework, because I don't know how many people are on per server with Warcraft, but I know that there's lots. Like if you go into a major city, maybe not so much now because it's such a vast game that there's lots of room, you know, to maneuver. But at one point, at the beginning, when it was only to level 50 or whatever it was at the beginning, you'd have people in Stormwind or in Ironforge, like all the major cities. And I mean, you'd stand there and all you'd see was just a barrage of people's names above their heads. Like it was just packed.
Yeah.
And as the world got bigger, everything got smaller. Now, that was a server in a city. So you've got multiple cities. So you've got, I don't know, how thousands of players all at once. So if you're playing, say, a 16 to 32 player game on the console, because that's all it will support, then you're kind of stuck when it comes to, you know, you want a massive multiplayer. But I mean, the technology, it may be a technological issue, whereas they just haven't gotten to the point yet where they can get that speed to have everyone kind of, you know, play at the same time on that big of a scale on a console. But,
well, I know, like with games like Gears of War and stuff like that, like those are exclusively Xbox. They're not cross-platform, or at least I don't think they are still.
Right.
But I mean, I know sometimes it's like looking for a server because there's multiple servers, and I don't know how many players per server. into, okay, we figured it out for Elder Scrolls or Skyrim or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We've got it figured out for that, and there's been clamoring. I know me personally, and people like me, the way I game is I wanted that same experience in Fallout. I really do enjoy Skyrim. They've got the whole in-app purchases, I think, under control. Like you win money in the game for playing the game and playing well and doing things.
Okay.
And you can use that money to spend in the store. But you can also, if you're impatient, you can just go buy the shit.
Right.
Like that's the difference.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a lottery system that while you're getting a pack, and then you open the pack and it's random stuff in the pack, and then eventually you might find something you want, but you're better off just making the things you want by, bettering your crafting skills.
Right.
So if you want this kind of armor, you can luck out maybe come across it, find it. A, B, you can spend your in-game currency to get it, or C, you can just save your in-game currency to buy something specific.
Right.
Like there's lots of avenues to getting that armor that you really, really want.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've got it down that way. So I mean, I play the game and I never spend actual cash. I don't.
Right.
So what they I think they're excited. Fallout 76. Hey, we're finally doing it the way we're doing Skyrim now. It's called Elder Scrolls Online. Is what they called it.
Right.
So now they're at that point they can do that, and they kind of want to get in on the business of Fortnite and all those types of games that do it that way. So they offered, hey, Fallout 76 coming out. If you buy the most expensive bundle or version of it, you provide, I guess you probably get free skins and free this and free that. And then they're going to send you a bag. So as part of the package, they advertise this bag,
mm-hmm.
which is the same bag you wear in the game. So it's actual a physical representation of the bag you carry in the game that your character carries to hold your gear in.
Right.
And apparently it looked great. Like it looked really, really awesome. And if you get, I don't know, I think they're generally like $120 for that version of a game.
Right.
But you get that, you get
the extra
season pass as well. The season pass means if there's downloadable content,
mm-hmm.
you will get it right away.
Right.
Prepay to get anything that could potentially come out. That's the way those work. And Sylvia and I do that often. There's certain games. Gears of War, yeah. Give me the season pass. I want every single DLC as it comes out. I don't want to buy them individually, and it's cheaper that way to get it.
Right.
So part of that was going to be to get a bag, which looked really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently in the middle of production, whatever happened, cost cutting, or they weren't able to get the materials, or they weren't able to get it fabricated where they wanted to. Can't remember exactly what the story was, but they released an inferior bag, which apparently was like some nylon jobby. Just a cheap bag. You can get it like Costco or Superstore, one of those places.
Not even. From what I read.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like vinyl as opposed to being fabric.
Yeah.
So anyway, people complain. Like I spent, whatever it was, $120, $150, whatever the hell it was, and I got this cheap ass bag. Are you kidding me? Like this is not the bag that you guys advertised. It did not look like that in the promo. So
right, material bag.
Yeah, there was some kind of general apology. I don't know how sincere. Apparently, it didn't sound very sincere. But they said, "Hey, we'll give you 500 in-game credit," which apparently is not enough to even buy the skin you could get.
That has the bag.
That comes with the bag.
Right.
Yeah. So it was.
It's like a kick in the face.
So they had, I can't remember how they worked it, but it's like, go to the website, we'll send you a code, or you can go to the website to get the code or something. So if you went to the website, apparently the people that paid for this game, their information was made public on the website for everybody to see.
Mm-hmm.
So not only did they screw up with the fabrication of this bag, those that actually paid for the bag had their public information, they had their private information sent out publicly that everybody could see. Not sent out, it was just on the website. You actually had to go there and look at it. But
right, when you registered for your code or whatever, it had your name and your email address and stuff on there.
Yes, that's what it was. And I think, your physical address as well. it up. They fucked it up again, and then yeah, it was pretty bad.
As one person used to say years ago, named Bob Palmer, they pissed in the pickles.
So it's kind of like, so they went through these same growing pains with Elder Scrolls Online. So with that, they charged a monthly fee, and then no one bought the game. They're like, well, screw you, I'm already paying for my Xbox Live membership. I'm paying for my PS membership. So why am I paying you again? No one bought the game. So then I think they severely reduced the price of the game, which is when I bought it. I bought it for nothing, almost nothing.
Well, Black Friday, they had was it 40% off or 60% off?
Yeah, I mean, that went for Fallout 76. Yeah, I could get it for, I think it was like $25 or $30 or something.
Yeah, just something ridiculous.
Now the interesting thing is the rating for this game, and this is where shit just gets hyped out of context. Is the reviews for the game were poor,
right?
But the things that people said they didn't like about the game, other than the glitchy stuff aside, the things that people didn't like about the game are exactly the same things people complained about 7 Days to Die, which is the game that we play every single night. So the things that, me and my buddy Mark, or Brickin, as he's known online, and Silverace, my wife, and Party Artie, who's my buddy Rob, the things that we like the most about 7 Days to Die are exactly the things that people said they didn't like about 7 Days to Die. And they're exactly the same things that people don't like about Fallout 76. So by all accounts, glitches aside, which they've all been fixed apparently, is this game's going to be awesome.
So what are these items that you're saying that people don't like? What part of the game?
I think the way to cooperatively build and make things and work together and open sandbox. There's not a lot of campaign in 7 Days to Die. It's go out and survive and do the best you can. Some people, I think, complain that it's too hard.
Right.
But this is coming from Cricket. He had, he's been doing a lot of reading, checking things out on Twitter and stuff, as he always does for video game stuff. But yeah, like he said, literally, we held out on buying 7 Days to Die for a really long time. And some of the original complaints were it was glitchy, like this doesn't work, or you get, you move and you get stuck in something. They're all things that were fixed. And guys, like I say, we still play 7 Days to Die every single day or every single night.
Right.
So, and the description of the game, the description of what you do in the game, apparently is identical. Like it's that in a post-apocalyptic world. So wow. I kind of want to buy it.
It's not the same company, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But just graphically, there's a lot of similarities between those games. I think graphically, Bethesda has the edge because 7 Days to Die was built by an independent publisher.
Right.
And eventually, they got the parent company came and bought them because I guess they liked what the game was doing. But yeah, like I don't know. Like I think I want to play it, but the thing is, I guess you can't really believe reviews nowadays. You really have to dissect the review because someone says, "Oh, this game sucks." Well, why does it suck? Well, it sucks because there's cooperative play in it. Well, wait a minute. I love cooperative play. I actually hate player versus player.
Yeah, same here.
So, okay, so you're saying the game sucks because it doesn't appeal to what you like. So when you're reading reviews, you really have to check. Now, I will admit the whole thing with the bag and all that stuff. Like, they screwed up on that for sure. They did. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, everybody makes mistakes, and it's how you own up to your mistakes and how you compensate people and how you fix the mistakes that really matters. Like in my job, probably the same as your job, I'm sure you make mistakes, often enough. Mm-hmm. I do.
Right.
But it's how you deal with the mistake. Well, I screwed this up. Well, let me fix it.
Right.
Oh, I fixed it. You get back to the person that it impacted. Say, hey, look, I'm sorry about what happened. I fixed it,
but I've fixed it, but I also made it better than it was originally. That's what I do. Like, I try to fix the mistake and make it better than it was originally. Like, not just fix it, but how you fix it and your execution on the fix.
No, that's an individual thing, though. So if you made a mistake, you want to fix it. Now, this is a company. So now you got scapegoats and you got people who actually made the mistake. You got people who work for those people. Everyone's trying to cover their ass. So, I mean, it's then it's the blame game.
But as a whole, what's the company going to do?
Yeah.
Is the company going to say, look, we screwed up. I'm really, really sorry. I mean, the whole public information thing, I mean, you're on people's mailing list. I don't know how, like, they weren't giving up credit card information as far as I know. My information is on mailing lists whether I want it or not, regardless.
Right.
We're in, I have a Facebook account, so I'm already fucked. So, the minute you're on Facebook or any social media, you're screwed. Like, if you want your stuff to be private, you don't live in that society anymore. Credit card information, stuff like that, that's horrible if that's what was exposed, but it doesn't sound like it was. So, I mean, we all get spammed. Unfortunately, I have a job, and by having a job, it means my name is on a public website that the company has.
Right.
If someone wants to call and talk to me, they can. Unfortunately, it's the way it is. And unfortunately, my name is associated with my address. Anybody, you can find me on the web, but, like, I'd like it to be a bit more private, but that's not the age we live in. So if that's the only thing that was given up, they can issue an apology and some sort of compensation for it.
Right.
But everybody makes mistakes. It's just, if the company's going to own up and how they're going to fix it is really, what determines how, because they did make up for it. Elder Scrolls Online is fun. And they had a lot of growing pains coming out of it. Right. And a lot of they misperceived how the public was going to react, but you can't make everybody happy either.
Right.
So,
what,
based on that, I think Fallout 76 could be fun, and I could jump on the bandwagon and buy it for cheap and hurt the company for buying something at a reduced price that they won't make money on, because I'm not going to buy the in-game content because I'm not that guy.
Right.
But, when I see a deal, I jump on it. But am I a bigger hypocrite for buying it at a reduced price?
Well, no, because I mean they're selling it at a reduced price. That's their decision to sell it.
Yeah, true.
So I mean you're not really taking anything away from them. I mean they're making money regardless. It's just how much money. It's like a new gadget when it comes out. Like they the new Fandangle thing for Christmas. What was it, Furby or whatever it was back in the day?
Oh God.
I mean, or things you couldn't find on the shelf, and supply and demand, and the sky's the limit when it came to pricing. And then after Christmas, it was like cheap.
And they were blowing them out.
Yeah, they're just blowing them out. So they're trying to make their money. I mean, same with this with the Fallout 76. I'm sure they're trying to make their money, but then there's Black Friday, they have their specials, and I mean they're not going to lose anything. But dealing with companies and how they deal with things really affects the consumer, and if they're going to be buying more products.
Yes, that's true. That's true. I won't feel guilty then.
Yeah. You're home.
I'm home.
You're home.
Oh, the food smells good.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh. Sweet.
There, you want to say hi, Ellie? Say hi.
Hi.
Oh. You want to say hi?
Yeah.
Okay. Say hi right here. Say hi.
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 Say hi.
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 All right.
Okay.
Here, do you want to listen to Uncle Todd? Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Can you hear?
Hi. I'm talking to your dad. Dad's home finally. Hi. What's for supper?
The guest stars. Oh, Ellie wants to say hi. Okay. Hang on.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi. Are you hungry?
This is awesome.
I hear it.
Yeah? You want to hear it? Okay.
Okay, we're going to sign off here, I guess.
All right, then.
We'll cover the other topic later this week. The
Sure.
other half. Okay.
We'll figure it out. Okay.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
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 I like it.